It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Darnold looking to start with a pass.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. That continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards on the ground.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
59 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mostert.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Touchdown, Eagles!
Raheem Mostert.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Darnold on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abuka, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, that is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Darnold.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first and 10, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. physical players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And this is caught by Watkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Eagles at 9-5 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Darnold.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Darnold. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, we got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Darnold. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Over on the side.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 39 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And that pick-6, Charles, that... 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Minshew. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Darnold on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 5. To the air again, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They're going right back to Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On fourth down, Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. It's Darnold. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Darnold now to throw.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The Seahawks on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what they can accomplish.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run again with Walker. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't pick the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off play action, it's Minshew.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, but I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And some room to run now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs, going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Walker with another carry.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 2nd and 16, Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Again, Darnold. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they